Hi, how's everybody doing today? We're out here in summer at the Port Orange facility. It's all children's park here in Port Orange, Florida. And it's around, I think it's like 5 o'clock. It's still hot out. So I'm practicing my serve. And I got a few rackets that I've been playing with this one for about 30 years. Before I stopped playing tennis 25 years ago, I was playing with the Wilson Profile. And it's over 13 ounces. It's head heavy. And this one's strung at 40 pounds on the mains and 36 on the crosses. And then I recently got this blade, which I like a lot. I like the variety. I like serving with it. I serve pretty good with it. I don't really care for it too much on volleys. It's kind of flimsy sometimes, but other than that, the ground strokes feel pretty good with it. And I was on Tennis Tunes, and I was asking him if, because he's got a similar racket to Brett has a similar racket. He has a blade, I think the 8 or maybe the 9, I'm not sure. And I asked him if he had to add weight to it. See, I think the younger guys are used to playing with these light rackets because they don't have tennis elbow and stuff like that. But growing up, when I first started playing in like probably 85, 86, people were just starting to get away from the wooden rackets and using aluminum and stuff like that. So they were kind of heavy. So as I said, I'm having problems with my elbow. And then one of his subscribers was saying that I should get the racket restrung, which I did. I have Gamma in here, and it's at 52 pounds, I think 51 or 52 pounds. And it was at, when I got the racket, first got it, it has some like really cheesy string in it, and it was strung at like around close to 60. So that's helping out a little bit. And then I was like, okay, because my footwork wasn't that good. And I'm trying to get better at it, but I got this 105 head speed, and I don't know if this thing's made of graphite or aluminum or whatever, but it's supposed to be compost of both, but of graphite, but it just feels different than these rackets here. So I like serving with this thing. I'd be pretty good. I have pretty good ground strokes, but what I like about this racket here is that it's a little longer. It's a half an inch longer, so you can get to balls like how you're barely, sometimes you can barely get to the ball and it just like just out of reach. That helps at half an inch. So if I could build my own racket, I'd make it out of Kelvar like this one, because this is the original Wilson Profile. It's not the 2.7. I'd make it out of Kelvar, just a little thinner, and make it around 98 inches to maybe 100 square inches. That's what I've been playing with, just a little thinner, because it's really hard sometimes to hit with topspin with a fatter, with a wide body racket like this. It's not super wide body, but it's still thicker than the most rackets. But these 30-year-old rackets are made better than any rackets that are being produced today, for sure. And at its time, they were $200 a piece, and that was back in the 80s. I mean, back in the late 80s, early 90s. So I'm gonna try some serves with these rackets, and then I'm gonna do some on this side, and then try to hit the cones, and then I'm gonna do some over here to see how I look from behind, So we'll do that. So, and I have a friend of mine, Mario. He's been trying to work on it, get better at serve, and there's no easy way to get better at something unless you practice. That's the only way you're gonna get better at anything. You can watch as many videos as you want to on these things, and even Ryan from 2 Minute Tennis, he's got great advice. He tells you to hit the racket as you're hitting a birthday hat off your head. Yeah, but you can't do that unless you go out and practice. You have to practice this, the shots, and you have to practice second serves, because if you just want to stay at a 3-0 or 3-5 level, or even a 4-0 or 4-5 level, and you're not going to practice to get better, especially on your second serves, because they're the most vulnerable shots for most players, and people double fault a lot because they're worried about the person teeing off on the other side of it. At the end of the day, they still have to hit the ball. So you shouldn't put much pressure on yourself worrying about what somebody's going to do with a return, because they have to hit the ball. And then sometimes throwing a spin serve or a slice serve or an off-speed serve will throw them off. If you look at MEP, Ben, he's a great player, and everybody's like, well, he doesn't have proper strokes. It doesn't matter what kind of strokes this guy has. That doesn't matter at all. He's probably one of the smartest players. There's a couple guys on here on YouTube that are very smart and have a high IQ in tennis IQ. Scott Brody, Mark, Ian from Essential. These are all from Essential Tennis, and even even our boy Nick over there at Intuitive Tennis. They've been around the game a lot. They have a lot of intelligence, and they know what they're able to do at their age, and sometimes that's all that matters. For instance, me and my friend Maurice played Coach Steve, and we played Coach Steve, and we played another really good player, Mr. Merrill Brick. He owned a tennis club and stuff. He's been playing tennis longer than I've been alive, and we played doubles, and I was serving amazing. I hit every one of my first serves. I was cracking them and just putting them everywhere I want to. And you're not going to ace these dudes. I mean, I don't care how good you are. You got to hit shots that are amazing. I was hitting balls right down the middle of the tee, and they get a racket on it. I mean, I did win some points off my serve. Don't get me wrong, but it was hard to hold serve because my partner is a good player. He's every bit of a 4-0 player. Even higher with some of his shots. And these guys volley so well and are so smart. We were up 4-2. Well, at one point we were up 4-1, and my partner started taking the gas off a little bit. I'm like, don't take the gas off these guys, dude. I was like, these guys are state champs. They've won tournaments around here, and they're a handful. And if you give them any kind of opening, they're gonna get you. So they started hitting lobs. They started hitting amazing volleys, and we ended up losing 7-5. But it was fun. It's been a long time since I played against my friends, and I used to watch. I've known them since I'm 19 or 20, and I'm 52 now, so I've known these guys for a long time, and they're older than me, and I have a lot of respect for them. They do a lot for the game of tennis around here, and they teach people for free or whatever, and they played in a lot of tournaments, and Coach Steve was working with me for a while. He's one of my good friends, and it was fun playing against him. But the reason why I could serve like that is because I come out here in this heat and practice in this shit. So there's no easy way of doing this. You just got to get out here and do it. So let's just try some stuff and see what we can do, and have some fun. It is hot, believe me. It's cloudy and it's still hot. So I like to do a little play. I'm just gonna try a little bit. This head racket. My elbow hurt me just wiping my face. So I'm gonna have to add some lead plates in and stuff if I'm gonna use one of these rackets, these modern rackets. You're gonna have to add some lead to it. It's just that simple. Because they're just way too light, these rackets. Let me try some serves here. I always start over here, practice a few, and then go back here and serve. You're gonna practice using, getting loose before you start cracking balls and hurting your arm and stuff like that. Even if you have proper equipment. Also practice doing this too if you're having problems with slicing. Just hold the ball like that, like Jay Berger used to do. Practice slicing it like that. It is awkward at first, but I just took the ball and used my racket, hold a conventional grip, kind of lean back on my right foot because I'm right-handed, kind of lean back, and then just go forward with it. Slice that one. Let's try a couple now back here. You want to give move the basket away from the place where you're serving, because when you bring your racket back, you might hit the basket. Let's try a couple. that hard. It must have been from the other day when I was practicing. So there's a crack in the middle of the throw here. See? I thought I heard something. And it's right there if you can see it. Oh no, I'll try to angle it. Right there, it's a crack. I was serving the other day with this thing and I felt that was weird. And now I just heard a tink when I just started stepping into the ball a little bit. Wow. So I don't know, these aren't made that good because I'm not like some big server or anything. I mean, I got a decent serve, but wow, I don't throw my racket or nothing. They're brand new, as you can see. That's crazy. It's right there in the throat, man. It goes right around here. This crack, it's proper. Yeah, I don't even know if I would get this thing strong. That's wild, man. So even these new rackets, like I was just talking about, they're made light and they're trashy. And I got Wilson Profiles. They're 35-year-old fucking tennis rackets. They're made better than this thing, excuse my language. But I literally just bought this. I've only played about 4 times with it, 4 or 5 times maybe. I've been practicing my serve with you guys. And this thing is properly cracked, dude. And that's just from me snapping into it. All right, so that's easy. We're just gonna use the other racket, I guess. And I'll call that guy that I got the racket from and tell him his racket is cracking. These things are trash. These new rackets, the new stuff these people are making, it's out on the market, is complete trash. Complete trash. You couldn't even hit serve with the damn thing. You'll literally crack the racket in half. These are made better. These Wilson blades, they're made a lot better than that. I can tell the material is better. So that's wild, man. You're gonna have to take a few classes because the head is just a little smaller than that one. Let's see what we can do here. I know this thing's gonna crack. Wow. That hurt my elbow though. Placement when I'm serving. Placement's important. No matter how hard you hit the ball, if you put it in a good place, you'll be able to get easier points off people. Okay, I'll try the second one. One more at that, then I'm going to get down the middle. Yeah. One more. Keep that last part where you're snapping your wrist. That's where you're going to direct the ball towards the target. Just keep that in mind. Even though I'm missing the target, it's right in the square. So you're going to have accuracy when you're swinging. Practicing those. Let's try a couple over here now. Yeah, I like the post. I like the plates a lot. I do. It's a little smaller, but it's a 98 inch one. So. Side. So when you're going out wide, you have to adjust that. Then the ball's going to be coming in like this, and it's a little higher. So you have to adjust your toss. But you got to adjust when you're hitting. Adjustment. Let's try to get some out. Do a couple more out wide, and then we'll get down the middle. Shot, but believe me, it feels weird, but it does pull it in. Watch. That's really low. If you got the same service motion, and a person's playing real back real far, like I do, I'll go like this. That's a little high, but I'll try to drop the road with that. Try to do this, I'll do another one. Look, I'm going to swing the ball like this. I can just get it over. It's got a lot of spin on it too. But I can normally, I'd say 8 out of 10 times, can't drop it to right in here. That's another thing. You got to practice the shot. Yeah. Professional hockey players to fix her leg. No shit. That's how bad it was broke. What, about a week ago?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, and she's already up running around in the wheelchair. Amazing. That's amazing.
Actually, where you going?
After she's in the hospital for like a week, she had to find somebody to fix it, right? So I'm looking for
4 days.
4 days.
3 or 4.
so big that it just walked up and smashed it. Petrified the poor thing. I'm gonna hit a couple combined here and see how it looks. My elbow. I've got to add just a little more weight to this thing. Snapping it. Playing tennis, she's doing pretty good. Okay. Knock the birthday hat off. What's that, Ryan? Coach. I got the birthday hat. That's good. You got it, Coach. Here you go. Give me a break, buddy. Double hit, man. Trying not to hit the ball too hard for it to her because I want her to get it. Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm gonna cut it short for a second and go say hi to Melissa. She's over there in the shade, and she's doing awesome, man. She had broke her from her ankle all the way up here, and that the fibia and the tibia and the ankle part snapped. It broke. It fell out of a truck. She's my age too, so it's nice to see her out here. So I'm gonna go say hi to them. And I appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again with some more practice ones and get that birthday hat off like Coach Ryan was saying. Special thanks to everybody that watches. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Tennis Tunes. Thanks to everyone out there that's watching and support me. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We'll see you soon.